You think you've earned a break after dragging yourself over the 25% Honister Pass in the Fred Whitton, but just 10 minutes down the road, another beast is waiting, 25% Newlands Hause, and 15 minutes after Newlands, Whinlatter Pass hits you with 15%. Turn right and it's 13% straight away. The road continues to hover mainly around 10% as you make your way into the valley, but it does also hit 15%. Take the 18% right bend past the trees and you are finding the Newlands Valley, and what a place it is, stunning. After a very short break with the gradient in single digits, the road ramps back up to 14% and the task for the next mile is laid out clear for you to see in the distance. The road hugs the right side of the valley and looks very steep from afar, but what you can't see is the steepest part of the road is out of sight at the end around the bend. You do now have a short section of road which is gentle, around 3%, but it doesn't last for long at all. Until the steep finale, the road is mostly around 10 to 12%, with several steep short ramps which go into the high teens and twice into the 20s. It's now time for the steep finale. It hits 25% during this right bend up to the car park. You'll be deep into the red here, but hold on, you are nearly there for your reward. A fast, clear line of vision 6 mile descent to the next challenging climb, 15% Whinlatter Pass. But first, let's rate Newlands Hause out of 20. Difficulty. It's steep with a max gradient of 25%. With a fair few mini breaks in this effort, it makes it much more manageable. 3.5 out of 5. Scenery. The green towering fields in the valley really make for a dramatic backdrop in this ride. 4 out of 5. Ride environment. The tarmac is rough and has a fair few massive potholes. Single track road and a steep drop to the left makes for uncomfortable passing with cars. 2 out of 5. Satisfaction. A great challenge in a beautiful area on a road which has history and a good reputation. 4 out of 5. We'll add all that up and add Newlands Hause to the climbed and rated league table at the end of the video, but now let's head into the forest for Whinlatter Pass. The road bends right into the forest and it's a tough start, into the low teens for the first 200 metres and reaching a max gradient of 15%. The road gradually eases back into single digits and allows you to spin your legs and flush out any lactic acid you may have in your legs. I'm normally not a fan of climbs in the woods, but I did enjoy this one. Normally, as the road is covered in puncturing debris, but not this one. Forest England have done a seriously good job of maintaining this road, and the views that keep appearing through the trees are fantastic. The gradient is mainly in single digits, but there are a few ramps which kick back up into the teens, so you will need to enter the red regularly, but not for too long. At the halfway point, you reach the viewing point car park and you are treated to an awesome view of one of the many lakes in the Lake District. Another steep ramp with another awesome view to your right before reaching a flat section of road to cruise along. Tall trees are again towering you from both sides of the road, and this is your sign you are reaching the finish of the climb, but you've got one more steep ramp to the summit at the visitor centre, and if you are riding the Fred Whitton, you've now just passed the halfway point of the route. Now it's time to rate Whinlatter Pass out of 20. Difficulty. A few ramps into the teens, but mostly a gentle climb which allows you to stay in zone 2 for the majority of this 2-mile climb. 2 out of 5. Scenery. Eye-catching and ever-changing views as you climb up and through the forest. 4 out of 5. Ride environment. An extremely well looked after road which adds to an enjoyable experience, and a nice wide road so you never feel in the way of cars. 4 out of 5. Satisfaction. A climb which brings back happy memories and one to recommend to friends, but compared to other beasts around the lake, it won't gain you as much kudos as the other climbs. 3 out of 5. That gives Whinlatter Pass a score of 13 out of 20, and earlier on Newlands Hause scored 13.5 out of 20. That puts Newlands Hause in 8th spot and Whinlatter Pass in 9th spot on the climbed and rated league table. Fleet Moss is still top, where Hardknott Pass is the highest ranked lakes climb in second place. It's only 15 days until the Fred Whitton, which I'll be riding and vlogging for the first time this year. I'll also be releasing a Fred Whitton pre-ride and post-ride podcast in my new series Climb and Chat. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my Fred Whitton related content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Up another climb on 2 wheels.